Hello, hello. Welcome to this Monday edition of Wake Up Legendary. For those that are new here, my name is JoAnn. I am the marketing manager here with Legendary Marketer. I hope everyone had a fabulous holiday weekend that was filled with love, joy, peace, relaxation, and hopefully it wasn't too crazy for all of you. But welcome back. We have an exciting guest for you today. And I can't wait for you to meet him, hear his story. It's pretty phenomenal. And he's not brand new to the online space. He's been around, so he has a ton to offer. And I can't wait to dive in with him and all of that. So without further ado, please welcome our guest today, Jacob. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it being here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. So like always, share with us first not how you found Legendary. We'll get to that, but how you started in the online space, because you've been around a few years. So give us a story.
So basically, I'm from Syria originally. So back in the days, I was a hip hop artist. So I wanted to learn how can I market myself, as a band, get some, international exposure and all of that. And then the war hit in Syria around 2010. And then, we had to suffer through the war and all of that. 2012, I left Syria. And I had, to struggle, go to different countries just to survive. And that's when I realized I cannot do much. I can get a job here and there. Mm-hmm. And I found this big calling of not just, just marketing a band, but also being able to see this world. I mean, I went on YouTube and I started seeing people talking about, making money online and stuff like that. I was like, whoa, this is something, that I definitely want to do. I'm not gonna just keep myself in a job and like what I see everybody, like my dad and everybody around me. I wanted to do something different. So that's basically how I got, started.
Wow, very cool. Okay, so what did you first dive into when you decided and you made that decision? I'm going online. This is what I'm going to do. Was it YouTube? What did you start with?
Yeah, so back in the day, before even, going, all that, what happened in Syria and all of that, we started with MLM, obviously, like most people, they start with MLM. Right. MLM was very new in Syria. And, my friend said, this is the best and the greatest thing. He come with presentation, sit, and he start talking about it. And you have to bring people. Okay, that's awesome, man. Let's just make some money. It's not, something like popular that much that time. Right. But it was more than 10, 15 years, I think.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Long time.
And then, this is where I got started with CPA marketing. So when I basically around maybe 2018 or 2017, even maybe, I started, seeing more talking about CPA marketing. And I was like, okay, that's nice. Like you don't have to buy anything and you still can make money. That's really awesome.
Okay, very cool. So then when did you find Legendary?
So actually, when I found Legendary was 2 years ago. Not even now. So 2 years ago, I found Legendary, and it was on TikTok, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing." Because what happened is basically I started with the affiliate marketing, like I said, on YouTube, and I was like, "What? How can I do this? I mean, it's tough. Like you have to create landing pages and sales funnels, and how does all of this work?" And I was so confused,
You were feeling kind of buried in the weeds, huh?
Yeah. So imagine I tried until 2020, until, I start to see like, okay, this is really how it works. Mm-hmm. When I start, seeing how structured Legendary is and, the way you guys put things together, I was like, okay, now I know I start getting the idea. Because I got some success with paid ads when it comes to ClickBank. So I was doing some ClickBank, basically promoting some weight loss products. And I got some success, but I was direct linking straight to the offer. I wasn't even using landing pages or anything like that. I was also using a simple landing page. So I used Facebook ads and I used what's called Bing ads. So I was on Bing ads, and Bing ads will allow you to direct link. Obviously, Facebook ads won't allow you to direct link for sure. Right. So I got some success there, and I was happy. Like I was making some money, but,
Mhm.
like $100 or $50 product. So I started to realize, like, okay, there's bigger picture here. And this
Right.
is when I saw Legendary. I start, seeing that, okay, so you have to structure yourself the right way. And I was like, wow, this is what I need.
You got all those little holes fixed, essentially.
Yeah,
You finally
yeah.
learned the full picture that's involved. Instead of trying to piece everything together, you got to
That
plug
was
all the
tough.
holes and make it smooth.
That was tough. I watched more than, maybe a billion YouTube video. I don't know how many videos. I was just sitting and being obsessed with the
Oh.
idea of
YouTube
how can I
University.
figure, yeah, how can I figure this out? Because, like I'm from Syria, I don't have money, to invest in myself
Right.
at that time. And then
Right.
slowly I start, making some money, and that's when I was able to invest in myself.
And then really fill those holes, learn what you needed to learn, and implement so
Yeah,
that you could make this a long-lasting business, which is
it
really the
was it
name
was
of the
just
game. It's not quick cash and quick turnover and
it's
you're
a
in and
game
out.
changer. It
Yeah.
was a game changer because even with all of that, being able to direct link, they still also can shut you down anytime. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is their basically business. This is their traffic source. So you cannot tell them like, no, you have to let me you have to let me keep going. No, that's it. You're done. So
Which is huge. Let's talk about that for a minute. Just that one little piece. There is this feeling of like ownership to your profile, ownership to your account on Facebook, but we don't own them. We're just renting space essentially for
I always
free,
tell people, yeah,
right?
I always tell people that this is just a rented platform. You don't own it. And
Right.
this is, like I said, this is when I start realizing that these are all rented platforms, because I got also bad experience with so many social media. Also on Pinterest, back in the day, I got some sales, ClickBank, boom, shut you down. It, like,
Right.
shattered my dream that time. Again,
Mhm.
Instagram's the same thing. I was doing, like I said, weight loss. So I was doing those before and after pictures on Instagram. I still have some of those accounts. I
Oh.
built them. I built them to good numbers, like 30, 40,000
Wow.
followers at that time, when it was
Right.
so hard to grow.
Yeah.
And it's hard because, boom, you get that ban hammer. All your work is done. And I mean, it's just stuff.
Right.
Stuff.
It's just, yeah, it's such a good reminder to be across different platforms, to have that email list, because you do own that, so that when you have we have affiliates that get a TikTok channel shut down, but they have that strong email list that they've been communicating with and be like, here's my new channel. And they just build it right back up.
Something we own. Yeah, something we
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
That's what I like about an email list. I mean,
Mhm.
most of like the money probably people make is from their email list. Let's be honest here. It's not from your social media. Your social media, you're just getting the traffic to your email list, and then you nurture them, and boom, you start making
Right. It's
something.
just such an important piece people forget about, for sure.
Yeah,
To
true,
just
true.
continue to build that relationship. And that is the piece you own. Because the other pieces, social media changes all the time. There's going to be a new platform that comes out, there's going to be the new hot thing. And you
For
don't have
sure.
to start from scratch. If you can email your list about it and build that following right when that new platform is hot, that's the way to do it. Instead of being like,
Yeah,
oh, starting over. No, you're not starting over, because you've been doing all these steps and putting in the work,
true.
building this business along the way. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I was, there's something coming. That's my prediction. When it comes to marketing, the
Mhm.
metaverse marketing. That's gonna be, probably in 2023 or 2024 is gonna be, the hottest thing, because we'll be able to have more interactive, kind of way of creating content. It's not gonna be
Right.
that, that kind of like you watching through a phone. Probably
Right.
maybe it's like a 3D something where people can see you and interact with you. I think that's where we're heading.
Yeah, we're headed somewhere. And it's just for the people sitting there going, nah, it's not going to happen. Nothing's going to
We
change.
just got started.
TikTok, not too long ago, did not exist. Right. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's there. And all the other platforms are scrambling. And the same thing is going to keep happening. So
They
we
just follow. They follow
gotta be
TikTok.
ready.
Yeah.
Be ready to just hop on the traffic source to build our business instead of thinking we own it and this is what is required. It's not what's required. It's just the piece you're using. Take advantage of the traffic in the moment. And then there's always going to be another one that comes along. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Very
true. I
cool.
mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. These social media,
Right?
like they're just straight that got that ban hammer on you. Especially TikTok nowadays. It's a
Mhm.
lot of people using all of these income claims. Boom, you get shut down. Boom, you get shut down. So
Yep.
you have to play by their rules.
Yep. So I will, about 2 months ago, I woke up early in the morning to a notification that my Facebook account of 11 years was gone, shut down by Facebook. Someone had gained access, instantly posted something that's against violations, and they shut it down, and it's done. There's no discussion, there's no arguing, it's just gone, all of it.
That's
All of
it.
the pictures, stories, videos, everything's gone, zero access, and it's gone forever. So we just can't rely on it as something that's ours. It wasn't
No.
mine that was taken from me. It was something that just a platform I was using. And it's,
Yeah,
it's just like, it just happens. And we
true. And I always tell
really
people
attached
also
to it.
about I always tell people about social media. It's not free. Don't think it's free.
Yeah.
They have all your data and everything. So it's not free. You
Yep.
either use it or let it use you. That's it.
Oh,
Simple
I
as that.
love that. I think that's good across. That's
Can you
huge.
see that's my logo? Create,
Create,
don't
don't
consume.
consume.
And
That is, oh,
there's
I
no
love it.
scroll here.
Yep.
Stop scrolling.
Yep. Because that's what this is. I mean, that's what building your online business is, making that transition from consumer to producer,
That's true.
right?
That's
And
as
I
simple as
think
it
that's
is.
a really hard transition for those that are new. They get back into consumer mode and scrolling. Oh, I'm looking for ideas. You haven't posted anything in 3 days, but you're still looking for ideas. Just
It's awesome. Yeah,
it's a
it's
switch.
awesome. The excuses that people have, it's just like they can fill a whole book with their
Yeah.
excuses.
Where do you think it comes from? Fear?
I think, yeah, but it shouldn't be. I mean, like you go outside and people, hundreds and thousands of people, they see you. Should be the same for you to post a video. Because like you go outside, right? You see how many people per day, and they see you. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
You're looking at the phone and they see you. It's the same thing.
Wow, I love that perspective. That's right. Whether like someone will see me talking to my kids or wherever I am at the grocery store or being silly, hopping on the back of a cart, pushing it down the aisle, right?
That's it.
We won't
It's
put
the
it on
same
a
thing.
video.
And it's better.
It's huge.
You're getting paid. You're getting paid literally to post this, silly videos where you're cooking or nowadays, I see people like it's insane how people are creating content. They're cooking, they're cleaning, and they're maybe walking a dog. It's just mind blowing how easy it is.
Yeah.
Because people they didn't see the suffering that we had to to go through to see these basically social media coming, like all of this short form content.
Right.
100 views, wow, like you achieved something last time, like 3-4 years ago.
Right. Right. Yeah, we got to put more stock in the small wins. This video got 10 views. This video got 50 views. This video got 100 views. Oh my gosh. We got 100 people.
That's amazing. Now
That's huge.
people getting millions of views, hundreds of
Right?
thousands of views. It's just easy.
So they lose that it's actually a really big win to have any views, because somebody that is sitting there with 0 views would love to have 10.
Yeah.
Would love to have 20. Right? We're always kind of looking for what we don't have when we should celebrate what we do have. Yeah.
Mindset in this business is just like it's 95% of this business is mindset and 5% is strategy. That's what I realize.
Mm.
We don't focus on the half basically, right? The half full.
Mm-hmm.
We always focus on the half empty.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, mindset is big, and being an entrepreneur definitely brings out your weaknesses, your worries, the areas that you need to grow and continue to work on that are always a work
Any
in
level.
progress.
Yeah, any level. Even if you're a beginner, even if you're, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever you're making, you
Yep.
still have, the problems you're facing in your business.
Yep.
It just got bigger, but it's just the same. You're gonna face problems. You're gonna face, roadblocks, basically those mindset roadblocks again and again and again. Some days, you're not gonna make anything. Some days you're gonna make a lot. Some days this is how the game works.
What do you think's been your biggest roadblock that you had to overcome?
So obviously English is not my first language. That's one.
Okay.
Yeah. Second, I had to go through so many ways in order for me to be able to reach US audience because I don't live in the US. Yeah.
Okay.
So I always tell people, you had it so easy. You have it so easy because now, if you're in the US, you're already reaching US audience. You're already reaching, the people that are really buying from you. For me, I had to go through, understanding, how TikTok works, how Facebook works, how can I, basically do, some loophole in order for me to get there. And that by itself is hard,
Yeah,
people already have.
That's a whole other element than just getting a funnel live, right?
Yeah, it's worse because now you're thinking, is my traffic is going to the right way, or am I doing something wrong? A lot of like doubts you have in your head, like what's going on? Am I doing it correct, or what's going on? So it's really hard. And obviously showing my face, that was also a tough thing because TikTok was so new, and I was like, when my first video, I'm like, what am I doing? I just heard, Gary Vee saying, hop on TikTok. TikTok is going to be the newest platform, and I was like, okay, I'm going there. Right. I just love to see people that achieved, like the greatest thing in life, and just follow their advice. And I saw Gary Vee saying, just go there on TikTok, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go there. I don't care. I'm just going to do, whatever I can. It's hard, yeah.
When you are in that challenge of putting your face on video and connecting with the US audience like you wanted to, that you chose to, how'd you get through it? What made you go, click, this, I fixed it, or I'm overcoming this specifically?
So first basically maybe 200 videos on TikTok, it goes to the wrong places basically. So I just, was practicing. I took it as practice. And then this is when I started getting some, some traction because I understood like, okay, this is the loophole for TikTok. I understood what I need to do. Now, I'm off to the races. So I started because I have multiple TikTok accounts. I have around 5-6 TikTok accounts. So, but like you said, it just means to an end. Just use it and then get traffic and just hop to the next thing. Facebook, when they launched, also I hop on Facebook exactly the time they launched. I was there. So I'm always, looking. Okay, so what is the next place that I can get traffic fast? Boom, I hop on it quickly.
You know what what it boils down in my mind that I'm seeing in you? There was never a point where you were telling yourself, "Is this the business for me?" That was already decided. Like, I'm going to be online. I am a marketer. I'm building an online business, and that's it. So then all of your problem solving, the questions, the roadblocks were just like, all right, what am I doing with my business today? What do I need to overcome in my business today? Instead of, should I be doing this business? Because I think some of our audience goes through that, where it's like, just decide, no, you're in it. This is your business. So now let's go after problem solving. Let's go after the roadblocks to scale, to grow, to get better, to get more knowledgeable, instead of always having that internal struggle of if I should even do it or not. Decide that you're in it so that you can put your focus in the right spot.
It's the easiest. It's the easiest. Like if you look at all the different business models, they are not easy. They are not easy for a beginner. But the digital marketing is easy, compared to all of basically the business models out there.
Right.
With all their volatility, with all their basically costs and everything. So
for sure.
like you said, logically, common sense, it should be for everyone. If they willing to, if they are willing to do the work and the effort, like you said, go through that mental battle. But most people are lazy. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's lazy. It's just
settling.
Consumed with worry, consumed with letting themselves down almost. And it's just getting over that. Like you're not going to let yourself down. You just keep going. If you
It's
just
more
keep
like
going.
settling, I guess. It's more like people, settle for, like, because, I'm okay. I'm making, let's say, decent amount of money. Okay, that's it. I'm okay with that. So they're not looking to improve their lives. Most of the people. I guess it goes back to, to the education system and all of that. I mean, we've seen it back in Syria, and that's why, I got in my mind like, okay, I understood what I need to do, and all I have to do is just keep going. Just keep going, get
Right.
over these mental things, and I mean, I had no choice at the end of the day. I had no choice. If I want to, if I want to do something for my family and help my family back in Syria, I had to do something. And just getting a job, I mean, I'm not going to be able to support my family.
Well, and I think it's important to note the lens you're viewing this, the lens you're speaking from is one that, I mean, you mentioned in your questionnaire, you were homeless. You've been through war. You've been through situations that really forced you to make strong decisions and strong opinions, and this is life or death, so I need to make this happen. Where some of us may not have gone through those extremes, but you have that in your life experience, and I think that really has played a role in how you make decisions. Would you agree?
I think so, because at the end of the day, like, the more struggle you go through, the more your basically mental capacity is going to develop, and you're going to see like there's no such a thing as something is impossible. Nothing like that. You're going to go through it and you're going to make it happen. That's what I realized. It's just you get basically tougher and tougher.
Right.
Mindset wise, yeah.
So what is working for you right now? What's your biggest tip that's like, this is what I'm doing, this is what's really growing my business today, this week?
As simple as just model of the success. You don't have to be the greatest and the smartest, in what you're doing, because every idea on basically on the face of the earth has been done. So don't try to be like, I'm gonna come up with the best idea that never existed. Every idea has been done. So don't try, to just reinvent the wheel. Just do what's working and keep going. Even just repetitively, do the same thing with different sounds, different, right? So if you, let's say, you're doing short form content, just do the same thing over and over and over again with different sounds. People, repetition is what get people to take action on something. That's what I realized. People, they just want to see it 5, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, depends on the person.
Yep.
And that's it. And they're going to take action.
Yeah. And it's just taking action and not thinking boredom in yourself or in your content is wrong. Sometimes repeating, people are like, oh, I already said that 3 weeks ago. Well, say it again and again and again. Keep telling your same story over and over and over and over. You don't need to have a new piece of tips and tidbit for the next 365 days.
Success is boring. Success is boring. That's what people need to understand. Success is not fun, is not interesting. No, it's boring. It's just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yep. I remember.
Focus, follow one course until success. That's what focus is.
Totally. I'm going to recall this story incorrectly, but I remember Dave talking about a gentleman who had a pizza company, and he was like, just keep selling cheese pizzas. Like, that's where their money was. That's where the cash cow was. At the end of the day, everyone's still going to order a cheese pizza. Don't go trying to get all crazy and fancy and different food. You still got to order and offer the cheese pizza. You still got to talk about it. It's boring. It's plain, but it's what everyone knows. It's what they expect. And that's where your income comes from.
That's it. Simple as that. Yeah. And also, if something worked, that's the one you're going to double down on as much as possible. Even, keep repeating it again and again and again, different sounds, different angles, different, settings around you. It's going to be a different piece of content for people. Like, this is the thing about this basically short form content. Not everybody, not the same people are seeing this content. It's just different people again and again and again. So don't think like, oh, people already saw it. So like we said, we have all of this mental, basically, obstacles that we are putting in front of us. We are making things harder than it is, but you don't have to. You just have to do what's working for you. So if, let's say, this piece of content, let's say, you got the right targeted audience and all of that on that piece of content, is, let's say, got 20, 30, whatever, kind of views on it, just go back and do it again. Go back and do it again. Go
And it
back and do
could
it
be
again.
as simple as just changing the song, right?
And then this is a new, basically, piece of content.
Yeah, which is so important. That is, I think it's a good reminder that not just in your content, but in going live, you don't need a new topic every day to go live. I think people are overwhelmed and worried. What do I talk about? What do I do? Well, you talk about the same stuff you did yesterday and that you talked about last week and that you talked about last month. Amy Ayers really went into that in detail at Mastermind, where you just say the story over. This is what I talk about, and I talk about it every single time. And some people are there regularly and they don't care. They want to hear it again because there's always some new tidbit. There's always a new question in the comments. There's always just a tiny little angle that adjusts or
assurance
changes.
Also, I think
Yeah.
people looking for that assurance, like, okay, they're saying the same thing again and
Right.
again. Okay,
Yeah.
that means
Yeah.
they're saying something. That this is the truth. Okay,
Right.
I understand. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm gonna go.
Right. Oh, she's
Get
still
started.
here. It actually does work. It's not
yeah,
as scam.
I
She's
see a
still
lot
here
of
like she
people.
was a month ago talking about the same things. Right?
Exactly. I see a lot of people around, like, 1 year, from whatever platform I'm on, like, oh, Jacob is still here.
Right.
And they're like, okay, I'm ready now. Come on, I've been here for a whole year now. You just realize I'm here.
You're
So
like, woo, you're ready now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Repetition. Just keep doing the same thing over and over again, even if you get bored. That's it. This is how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, most people, like, if you're following the right thing, you're not working more than 2 to 3 hours per day. As simple as that.
Yeah. Just learn it, implement, and then just keep going. Repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Right.
That's it. Really, literally, this is the new marketing. It's
Yeah.
not the shiny thing. And people, get stuck all of the. That's what I feel like so upset, with a lot of people that I help. Like, come on, like, you already have the best education. Why you want to go out there and and look for something else? Because you're doubting yourself. Like I said, creating those mental obstacles and thinking, oh, it's not working. I'm gonna go and find something else.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
One of the biggest failure I see people, basically how they fail is just going, finding something else. Like, oh, this thing is gonna work for me now. Mm-hmm. No, you have to change your mindset. That's what's not working.
And they never get all the way in. Right? It's always just one foot through the door into the room instead of all the way in, sitting at the table, talking with people, and deciding this is the room I want to be in.
The way, like the type of success I saw, like, people having with Legendary, I was like, that's more than enough, for you to just go all in. You're already seeing people, doing crazy, like, stuff that they are just beginners. It's just insane.
Yeah, definitely. So to anyone sitting here with us today, listening, that has just started the challenge, they're probably on the first couple days and they're feeling a little overwhelmed. They're feeling a little worried. They're feeling a little, do I really get on a call with an advisor? Do I really go through this? What's your piece of advice?
Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and relax, because you're basically on a path to change your life forever. That's what you need to understand. I mean, digital marketing, I'm not sure if this is already a statistic or not, but it's called now one of the top jobs, basically, by Forbes in 2023. I'm not sure if this is a legit statistic, but that's what I saw. Right. So if that's the case, like, you're going in the right direction. Just relax. Take it step by step. Let's say, the system you guys have, one day about it, at the time. And, just take the time to observe the information again and again and again, as much as possible as you can. So you can basically, soak in all the information and then just basically get started.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, on that note, I think this is a great interview, motivation to get out of that holiday, sluggishness and really dive into the last week of the year and take action, learn, implement, and just keep going. Quitting means it's done, but any action, even if it's hard, even if it may not be right, even if it's ugly action, uncomfortable action is better than none at all.
Yeah, and success is just failing. That's it. That's what success is.
It is.
It's boring and it's failing. That's it. This is
Right.
the two things you have to know about success,
And for
guys.
some reason, we've been taught to ignore both. Right?
School.
Like we've
That's why I
actually
said
been taught like they're bad, but they're not bad. They're just moments. They're moments that we learn. They're moments that we grow. They're moments where we figure out how to make a new decision.
and school told us, right? School, when you fail in school, like, oh, you failed in school. Right? So,
Right.
and then we basically like people I
Like
failed
that is
in
the
school.
pinnacle. If you fail in school, you fail in life. Hello, can we all take a look at Dave Sharpe and our CEO? That has nothing to do with either. It does not.
Even
does
me,
not
I didn't
correlate.
even study. I just finished high school. That's it.
Yeah.
I couldn't continue, studying because I realized this is useless. I mean, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
From a younger age, I realized like this is not for me.
Right. And then here you are, killing it online for a while now.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on today, Jacob, and giving us that hard dose of kick in the butt that we sometimes need to take action.
Let's take action.
Definitely. And we will need to have you back on in the next couple months. So just reach out to Roxy, me, wherever, and be like, I want to come back on the show. If we haven't reached out to you, we love repeat guests.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to talk to Dave. More as well.
We'll definitely make sure we get you on with Dave next time.
Awesome.
Because I think that will be a fun conversation to see.
He also, me and him, we were like,
right.
Come on,
everyone will feel a little whipped into shape.
Take action. Yeah. Well, this is me. I'm unfiltered, just like Dave.
I love it.
That's it. That's the real me. So I don't have to fake it. And this is what we should do. When you're online, just be yourself. I mean, you don't have to do some crazy things.
Yep. I love it. Love it.
That's what people want. Social media is just real life. That's all you have to realize. And just be yourself.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on today. We really appreciate it. And I look forward to having you
Anytime.
back on for sure.
For sure.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Definitely go back and catch the replay to kick off this week and take some action. And we will be back tomorrow with another episode of Wake Up Legendary. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.